Okay, let's sketch those lemons. Um, I'm going to start with the composition, like how big you're going to put on this page. Like, do you like this composition, like this way out here, or the whole, how big those whole thing on the paper? Um, I find it a little bit big, so I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. And so this is just a rectangle, and which is this part, this whole thing, from here to here, from here to here. If you can't eyeball it, like um, what's the proportion of that, you can't tell. You can actually just measure it, like you use this, like I think this less, so I'm gonna measure the last part first. That's that much. So that's 1.5. It's kind of like 1.5. So this is going to be like 1. Then I think that's too much, then it's not half. That's 1. That's a little bit less, a little bit more. See, that's 1. Yeah, that's half of that, right? Okay, that's good. So that's what we want. So this doesn't including that leaf. Just the lemon from here to here, from here to here. Okay, you got the proportion right. So the whole thing going to go inside this box, right? That's the bottom part. That's the top part. This is here, and that should be here. Then we're going to divide it, the lemon and the bowl, right? Because I think the bowl is way less than the lemon, probably. Like, if you can't eyeball it, just eyeball it. If you can't, this is a way more more accurate way to do it. So I need to be a little bit lower. There's 2 of that. So okay, then this is the lower, so this goes up, right? So it won't be like this, won't be like here. This goes up. So that's this part from this part, that part for that part. See, then you really get that right. When I drew the first time, I didn't do this. I just eyeballed it. So that's curved, and that's curved too much. You got to curve it like more symmetrically. Like, there's no part is really straight. Okay, just like slightly curved. Actually, it's pretty slightly curved, so it looks like that. Yeah, okay. Now, after this, you got to leave some for that. So I know it didn't go all the way down there. So after this, you're going to put the lemon. What you're looking at is that you look at the first lemon. The first lemon is very important. If you put the first lemon on the wrong place, and rest of it is going to be a wrong place. What that means is other lemon is according the first lemon you put it. So if you have a straight line here, you can see like how far is kind of right here, right? And that's how big that lemon goes. And this end right about here, right? That's the first lemon. And you can, just make like that. Then the second is start from here. Second lemon start from here. Oh, from here, then goes up. You can tell that part meets, right? Well, if it's not right, you always can like fix it later, right? Like it's is 100% correct yet. So it's a process of fixing. So at least you kind of generally know where to put. Then when you're doing this, you will see like this come from right here, right? It's more like right there. Then this one is on top of that, but it goes down a little bit. This ends like right here, so that's what ends. So this should be like right here, not that far. Then that going to meet that. But if you think that's too fat, you can, you know, make it less. You don't need to really according of that. Right? You can, if you have a line from here that meets right here, that's about right. Okay, I felt like this. Yeah, see, that's how you place all those, like map it out. See, it's very light in the beginning. You can use HB for this, then you don't need this anymore. Right? You do not need this anymore. Then you, after you kind of placed the place that you think is okay for you, then you can start pay attention to the details, right? But with oil painting, and you don't need it to draw lots of details. This is fine for oil painting, because the details we're going to paint it out. We're not going to draw it out. So if you do oil painting, this thing on the cabins, that's enough. This is enough. You don't need to do more than this. This is okay to start paint, because lots of times I don't even use a pencil to paint. I just use the ultramarine blue, just sketch on the cabins, then start paint. Because when you paint, you are fixing the shape at the same time, because you paint out the shape. It's not like you want to draw on the, you're going to use a line on the cabins. So it's all become a shadow later, right? Those lines are all going to disappear. Right, all those, then leaves, then one come from here, goes a little bit up, and one goes like that. So see more straight lines. See the distance between this and that, it's more, it's closer. Then that, it's the whole thing goes down, goes up. That's the leaf. You know, for oil painting on canvas, this is enough. You don't need to even doing those things. Okay, that's how you sketch your lemon on the canvas. Then, you know, this details thing, you can do it. If you want, you can map a little bit the core shadow, but don't use the pencil, okay? Use your oil pen, ultramarine blue or burnt umber. And I see some of you shade a core shadow like this, still like this, and that's, you know, a little bit simple, I see, because you can tell the core shadow changes on the lemon. Like, see, this not like just like that shape over there, right? It's more like dark, then get light, because this lemon reflect light on there, so this part get very light. This part get light, the core shadow get light too, right? So it then doesn't have a strip all the way from top to bottom. When you guys paint it, you will notice that. Okay.